Okay, next topic is collector to base bias circuit or voltage feedback bias circuit. Already we have seen the fixed bias circuit. So in fixed bias circuit, the stabilization is very poor. That is, it gives a poor stabilization. The reason is we can constant the base current. Due to that we have to maintain the collector current constant in a fixed bias circuit, but the collector current IC is nothing but beta into IB. If IB is constant, it's not possible to change IC, but the IC is possible to change with change in the beta value in a fixed bias circuit. So it does not provide a better stabilization. To overcome this disadvantage, we go for the collector to base bias circuit. This is the circuit diagram of collector to base bias circuit. The same circuit, the only difference is the base resistance is connected to the collector and base terminal, whereas in fixed bias the base resistance is connected to the VCC and base. Here the base resistance is connected to the collector and base, so which provides the feedback between the output to the input, right? Here collector is output terminal and base is the input terminal. So feedback is nothing but the output of the circuit is fed back to the input, which is called as feedback. Is it clear? So this is the circuit diagram of collector to base bias circuit or voltage feedback bias circuit. So it is advanced from the fixed bias circuit. Here the base current flows through the RB resistor and the base current plus collector current IB plus IC flows through the RC resistance, that is collector resistance. IB plus IC is nothing but we can consider IC dash. So from that equation we know IC is equal to beta IB. If beta is very high, then IC is become a much greater than IB, right? If beta value is very high means IC, that is collector current, becomes greater than the base current, right? So we can neglect the base current, then IC dash is nothing but IC. Is it clear? So this is for the simplification of the calculations. For that we can consider IC dash equal to IC, because the current flow through the collector resistance is nothing but sum of base current and collector current, but we have the relation between base and collector is IC is equal to beta IB. If the beta value is very high, then the collector current is much greater than the base current, so we can neglect this base current from this equation. So finally we get IC dash equal to IC. So already I told you this point. Next one, circuit analysis. Circuit analysis means in the circuit how we are going to maintain the collector current, that is Q point is stable. As we know, temperature increases, collector current increases, which result voltage drop across the RC increases, right? If temperature increases mean then the collector current IC increases. If IC increases, then the voltage drop across RC become high, increases, because V is equal to IR. If I increases, then the voltage drop across the collector resistance also increases. So the VCE, the voltage across the collector to emitter terminal decreases, right? Decreases because VCE is nothing but VC minus VE. Here there is no emitter resistance in this circuit, so we can consider VE equal to 0. So VCE is nothing but VC. So VC is voltage drop across this collector terminal. Here the voltage drop across increases, but here the voltage drop decreases, right? If this voltage decreases mean it automatically reduces the base current, because the base current flows through the terminal collector to base. So this collector voltage is reduces, it reduces the base current, in which that way we can control the collector current. By varying the base current we can able to control the collector current. Is it clear? Yes. Next we have to derive the equations, that is base current, collector current and collector emitter voltage. So for that we can consider the input side loop. So now apply KVL at the input side. So VCC minus ICRC. Here we can neglect the IB value because it is very lower than the collector current. So we can neglect the base current. So VCC minus ICRC minus IBRB minus VBE equal to 0. So from that equation, VCC minus VBE equal to ICRC plus IBRB. So we know IC is nothing but beta into IB. So beta IBRC, IBRB. So VCC minus VBE, we can take IB is common term. So RB plus beta RC. So from that IB equal to VCC minus VBE divided by RB plus beta RC. So from that equation, the only difference from the fixed bias is this beta RC term. In fixed bias, the base current IB equal to VCC minus VBE by RB. But here, collected to base bias, IB equal to RB plus beta RC. This feedback path result in reflecting the RC to the input circuit. So the feedback path, here feedback resistance is base resistance, which is result in a reflecting of the collector resistance to the input circuit, right? Next to consider the output side. So output side loop by applying KVL. So VCC minus IC plus IBRC minus VCE equal to 0. So from that VCE equal to VCC minus IB plus IBRC. So from that IC is equal to VCC minus VCE minus IBRC by RC. So next one, stability factor. We can derive the stability factor equations, right? So already we have the equation of VCC minus IC plus IBRC minus IBRB minus VB equal to 0. So here we can consider this IB term, don't neglect for the calculation purpose. So VCC minus ICRC minus IB RC plus RB, because IB is common here and here. So we can take IB is common. So RC plus RB minus VB equal to 0. So now we can consider this is equation 1. Now differentiate that equation 1 with respect to IC. So first term becomes 0. VCC 0. Here dou IC by IC into RC minus dou IB by dou IC into RC plus RB minus 0 equal to 0. So IC cancel. So minus RC is equal to minus, this minus goes to this RHS side. So it become plus. So dou IB by dou IC RC plus RB. So from that dou IB by dou IC is equal to minus RC by RC plus RB. We know the equation stability factor S is equal to 1 plus B divided by 1 minus B dou IB by dou IC. Now so after the differentiation, we get dou IB by dou IC is equal to minus RC by RC plus RB. Now we have the stability factor equation. From that equation, we have to substitute this value. So after substitution, we get S is equal to 1 plus beta divided by 1 plus beta into RC by RC plus RB. So for in a fixed bias circuit, the stability factor S is equal to 1 plus beta. But here S is equal to 1 plus beta divided by 1 plus beta into RC by RC plus RB. So from that equation, we can conclude that the stability factor is very less when compared to fixed bias. So it can provide a better stability. Next one, stability factor S dash. So already we have a equation 1. So in that equation, so consider the equation 1. So equation 1 is nothing but VCC minus IC plus IBRC minus IBRB minus VBE. From that equation, we can derive the IB value. So after derivation, IB is equal to VCC minus VBE minus IC by RC divided by RC plus RB. Now we can rearrange this equation in terms of IC, because S dash is nothing but dou IC by dou VBE. For that, we can rearrange this IB equation into IC. So by using this equation, substitute IB equal to IC by beta plus this term comes to LHS side. So plus IC RC divided by RC plus RB equal to VCC minus VBE divided by RC plus RB. So here in both terms we have a common IC. So IC is equal to common IC of 1 by beta plus RC by RC plus RB equal to RHS terms. Now take LCM. So RC plus RB plus beta RC divided by beta into RC plus RB equal to RHS term. Now IC is equal to cross multiply this side. That is, this term goes to this side. We can get the reverse order. So beta RC plus RB divided by RC plus RB into beta RC. Cancel these two terms. So finally IC is equal to beta into VCC minus VBE divided by RC plus here we have a 2 RC term, so we can take common. So RB plus 1 plus beta into RC. Now differentiate this equation with respect to VBE, we get S dash. So S dash is nothing but dou IC by dou VBE. So we can differentiate this equation with respect to VBE. So we can get S dash is equal to, this term becomes 0, this term becomes 1. So multiply with beta. So we can get S dash is equal to minus beta divided by RB plus 1 plus beta. So we can get 1 plus beta RC. Next one, to find S double dash. So S double dash is nothing but same dou IC by dou beta. So we have an equation of IC. Differentiate this equation with respect to VBE, right? So we have an IC equation already derived. So now differentiate this equation with respect to beta. So here numerator denominator both term have the beta value. So by using the formula of U by V, which is nothing but V U dash minus U V dash divided by V squared. So S double dash is equal to dou IC by dou beta. So U by V. So V term, you can take V term is simply right, and then U dash. So U is nothing but numerator term. Now differentiate this term with respect to beta. So we get VCC minus VBE. Next minus U. Simply write U term, that is the numerator term, B into VCC minus VBE into V dash. Differentiate denominator term with respect to beta. We can get RC only. Divided by B squared. So RB plus 1 plus beta RC the whole square. Now in that equation we have a common of VCC minus VBE. So we can take as common. So remaining terms RB plus RC plus beta RC minus beta RC. Cancel this two term. Now the square becomes separate the individual. So 1 plus beta RC plus RB into 1 plus beta RC plus RB. So VCC minus VBE divided by 1 plus beta RC plus RB is nothing but IB. Already we derived base current equation. So IB is nothing but IC by beta. So S dash equal to double dash equal to IC by beta into RB plus RC divided by 1 plus beta RC plus RB. Next relation between S and S dash, S and S double dash. S dash is equal to minus S by S into beta divided by 1 plus beta RC plus RB, and S double dash is equal to IC by beta into S by 1 plus beta. So in this circuit the feedback path provide a better stability but is not fully completed. This will not give a poor better stabilization. It will increase by modifying this circuit. This method is called as modified collector to base bias or collector to emitter feedback bias. So here one emitter resistance is added in this circuit. So by adding this, it provides a completely negative feedback which give a better level of stability. Further improvement of stability, we can add this emitter resistance in a collector to base bias circuit. The remainings are same, the operations are same. The except one is we can add this emitter resistance for the further improvement the level of stability. So same, again apply the KVL at the input side. So we can another one term IE into RE. IE is nothing but the sum of IC plus IB. So from that simplification, we can get IB equal to VCC minus VBE by RB plus beta into RC plus RE. This term is added because we can add the emitter resistance, so which can be added in the base current equation. Next, apply the KVL at the output side. We can get the another one term IE into RE. So the advantages of this circuit is, there is the collector to base bias circuit is RC must be large for good stabilization. If we can choose the collector resistance value is very high, which provide a good stabilization, and it provides a better degree of stabilization. And the disadvantage of this circuit is it's not suitable for the amplifier circuits.